The pillars of the internet are shaking again, folks. There's a new word on the street. There's a new update circling around social media about the labyrinth beneath the Giza. So we heard about the pillars and the cylinder shafts beneath the pyramids, and Dr. Remi that allegedly went down there. No one knows where he is, by the way. That whole lead was just went silent. But here's a new word out about this huge metal ring structure. So there's a huge metal ring positioned down there, right in the center. It's as tall as Statue of Liberty, and kind of looks like a ring from Stargate. That was my first favorite movie, by the way. Who knew that it might be real? Maybe we just made it real because it was so cool. We made it into existence, right? So it's on Joe Rogan. It's on Y-Files. They're talking about it everywhere now. No one is saying anything about the blue water containers anymore and beings floating in there. That one's silent too. But this ring now is the new thing. Apparently, it's a library containing all of the knowledge from Atlantis. At least that's what everyone's guessing. Uh, but if it is, uh, if it is a library, it will make sense. It will make sense for it to be there, because if you want to keep something safe for centuries, where best to put it but on the ground, in the earth itself, right? You're not going to leave it at the mercy of the elements or cataclysmic events. Its best chance will be deep underground, regulated by the planet's temperature itself, and it's every being's primal instinct as well. You found something, dig a hole in the ground, bury it, and then you can put pyramids on top to mark the spot. Isn't it weird that Egyptians called the pre-flood time Zep Tepi, and that place in Turkey is called Göbekli Tepe, as if it was the same language? Allegedly, both of the radar discoveries about the cylinder shafts leading to the labyrinth and the metal ring were suppressed, which is why we never hear anything after. And we have multiple parties using the SAR, the synthetic aperture radar, which is used by the army, by the way, to discover hidden nuclear sites, reporting the same thing. Team Akers and Gandhi. And according to them, so far we have a huge labyrinth, which is called the Hawara, the Lost Labyrinth of Hawara. And then we have a huge metallic ring, the size of a Statue of Liberty, in that center. And apparently, anyone who tries to publish any of this gets banned and loses everything. Um, Edgar Casey predicted the entrance to the archive under the swing's right paw and describes it as the Hall of Records. He also described 33 tablets documenting Atlantis from the beginning, being very specific in his publications. Around 360 BC, Plato was also very specific when he wrote about Atlantis and when he was talking about his sources. And he said the Egyptian priests told the story to the Greek statesman Solon 2 centuries before. Um, and that the priests had records and dates. He said Atlantis fell around 9600 BC, and according to multiple sources, the Ice Age ended around 9700 BC. And some sources date the swings to 9700 BC. So that's like only 100 years difference. And in 450 BC, that's like 90 years before Plato, Herodotus stood at the gate of the great labyrinth, but the priests wouldn't let him in. And now, 2,500 years later, we're still standing at the same gate, maybe for a reason. Maybe there's a point to all these gatekeepers, because, Thoth himself said that this knowledge is, too dangerous and the world is not ready. So, he instructed, you know, his priests to guide it, with their lives and hide it from the world because the world wasn't ready. And to reveal it to the world when it's ready. And I don't think we're ready. The last tablet, we're not ready for it, you know. So maybe there's a reason to all of that. I mean, I'm just thinking here. Because, who knows what it can do? Like, maybe it's like a portal tech or something, opens like these other portals to different dimensions, and, other beings start coming in. There's nothing we can do about it. We don't have the tech, to counter it, maybe these evil beings come here, we go there. Maybe, our reality mixes up with theirs. Maybe a few dimensions mixed up together, maybe, we can destroy everything. Or maybe it's like a time traveling stuff, that creates like a loop of the paradox or something, It can be anything.